everyone, this is Sasha here, and today we're going to be talking about how to solve conflicts. Now, two people always get into a fight every time. Well, what happens when people get into a fight? Well, they start arguing, they start yelling, and they start raising their voice, and then they start getting angry. And really, that's the thing that we want to talk about today, because some people argue so much that they really get into a lot of problems. And whenever you argue with someone, you're usually very fierce with them. So, for example, if you're arguing because someone else took something that belongs to you, of course, that's an example. That's a great example. So, for example, if someone took a toy from you and you started raising your voice, that's something that I wanted to tell you about. A lot of the people do this, and that's actually wrong, because actually you should never react in a negative way. Always try to resolve issues with someone, basically. So in the next scene, I'm going to show you how to resolve issues with people exactly like you should, okay? Just wait for the next scene. This intro will pass through. Now, I get it. Solving conflicts can be incredibly difficult. Especially when you're trying to resolve an issue with someone who you're really angry with. And we know, because, of course, if you're really angry with someone, you should just try to calm yourself down first, and then just tell yourself, we can resolve this. There's no reason to get angry, there's no reason to get mad with someone. The only reason to get mad is if they do something bad, okay? But the thing is that whenever you get angry, just take a deep breath, and then after you take that deep breath, at least take 5 deep breaths, basically. That's what my psychologist tells me. Always take 5 deep breaths, because that will also help to calm you down and relieve the distress, okay? So once your stress is relieved, you can talk to the person you were arguing with, and you can tell them, okay, I think I got this under control, so let's just talk about it. And maybe we can resolve our issues. There are many reasons why people argue. There are tons of reasons why people might dispute or argue over something. They might argue over boundaries, they might argue over territory, they might even argue over themselves. So let's move on to the next scene to see the next part. So, of course, there are a lot of other things that people would dispute about. Those are most likely territory, it can be anything. So whenever you get into a dispute, people get angry. They start getting really tough, very stressed. The emotions I'll list right here, okay? First you have stress, you have anger, you have rage. Sometimes people get angry, they're like, "Argh!" So often whenever someone gets angry, that means that they're really stressed out, basically. So getting angry is normal, okay? It's normal to get angry with someone, because whenever someone does something to you that you don't like, it's just okay? There's nothing wrong with getting angry. But just saying, there are ways to resolve conflicts. The first one is to just take a deep breath and just take at least 5 deep breaths, and hopefully you'll calm down, and then you'll walk over to the person, and then you'll tell them, okay, I've got this under control, let's talk peacefully instead of bad. Okay, let's move to the next scene. War has struck through many times in history. I mean, we've had World War I, we've had World War II, we've had many wars that have devastated people all over the world, and it's been really sad. So certainly, solving conflicts is something that people always want to do. So remember, take deep breaths, just try to relax yourself, and basically, what I want you to do is to really tell yourself that the reason why you're angry is because you're probably just feeling this emotion. So whenever 2 people get into an argument, they start fighting. But when you want to resolve the conflict, you can just come in and then let's say hey guys, let's just do something to resolve this, and you would ask either person what they're disagreeing about, and they can so they can both talk man to man, yeah, and they can talk face to face, and basically whenever they can talk to each other, they can sort out their issues, and eventually they'll have a win-win situation. Now, siblings do fight, yes, of course, they do, but the same thing is, whenever siblings fight, they are usually arguing or disputing over something. So whenever you say, I want this, you can say, okay, let's get it for both of us. That's great. Okay, so I'll move to the next scene. So once you resolve the conflict, you can make friends maybe. Like after a conflict is done and people manage to resolve it, there usually be a slow cool down and then things will get normal again. So whenever I see people in a conflict, I say like, "Hey guys, why are you guys arguing?" And so that's one thing that I would always do for myself. I would ask them a very firm question, like, "Why are you guys arguing?" And then they would tell me the reason, and then I would say, "Okay, let's try and see where we're arguing on. Like, why are we arguing on this, or what can we do to solve this?" And so usually, like, once those two people basically resolve their issues, they can become friends, and that's exactly how you make friends out of people who you were once enemies with. And remember, the people who are closest to you are sometimes your greatest enemies. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye for now.